auto insurance is kind of a funny topic. So many people, everybody carries it if you own a car, but a lot of people throw around the phrase full coverage. I've got full coverage, and they assume that they're fully covered. Full coverage is a funny term. It means that you've got a comprehensive deductible, a collision deductible, and liability. So my question to the client is, well, if you were to run into the grocery truck and knock it on its side, would you be able to cover that? And the answer is usually no. It is very important to be sure that your liability coverage outweighs your assets, so that the personal injury attorney, if you were to cause an accident, doesn't come after your assets. The liability will pay out whatever harm you do, meaning medical bills, lost wages, and then of course with the lottery mentality of today's society, we have to pay a lot of lawsuits. Comprehensive deductible covers anything that is not a collision. For instance, if your car gets stolen or if a tree falls on your car, we will replace the car subject to whatever you choose for your comprehensive deductible. Then of course there's the collision deductible. If you cause the collision, we will pay for repair or replacement of your car subject to the collision deductible. So when a client comes into my office, we ask a lot of questions. We try to make sure they're covered from every standpoint. We don't sell state minimums in this office because I know that that's not going to pay very many medical bills. I feel like the state minimum in Washington, $25,000 worth of coverage, is not enough. For instance, this was my daughter's femur in 2010. This was a $72,000 surgery. So what I figured that day is if you were into guy and you break his femur, you're going to be out of pocket $72,000. So if your insurance policy is only willing to pay $25,000, that's going to be quite a bit out of pocket for the individual. I recommend that a client buys enough liability coverage to protect their assets, their retirement, anything that a personal injury attorney could take away from you if you were to cause a collision. I recommend that the client carries enough liability protection to protect their assets, basically to build a bulletproof wall around each one of my clients. We do a full interview, full questionnaire. We try to find out what our client has to protect, and then we set our liability limits accordingly. Now, if our auto limits do not meet what the client has, we can also add an umbrella policy, which adds $1 million or more liability over the top of their auto insurance policy. So when you exhaust the liability limits provided by your auto insurance policy, the umbrella policy would then kick in and help you.